Hello there. Are you a violent extremist? We're gonna find out today. Trump recently put out an order that tells the military and the FBI how to find violent leftist extremists. And I thought it would be fun to play a little game. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put a finger down if any of these things happen to describe you. Now, before we do that, it's important to go over the list itself. Some of these things are super vague, as you're going to see, and could actually apply to Trump. So obviously with these indicators, they're going after leftists and liberals, but I just wanted to point out that some of them could be Uno reversed on Trump and Republicans. The first indicator is anti-Americanism. Now this one's pretty broad for me because there are a lot of things about the United States of America that I dislike, and okay, I like the people and I like some of the things that this country is supposed to stand for. However, I am a communist and I believe in an international revolution. So since I'm anti any country, I think I can put a finger down. The second indicator is anti-capitalism, which 2 fingers down for me. But I do want to point out that if you are a social democrat or some sort of liberal that wants to limit the free market or take things out of privatization, this could mean you too. Third on the menu is anti-Christianity. 3 fingers. I am not anti-Christianity for any special particular reason that has to do with Christianity, though. I'm anti-theist. I don't think any religion should exist. I'm not anti-religious person, though. I don't want religious people to disappear. I want religion to disappear. I think everyone's life would be better without religion. So that describes me. The way this list is set up, I think if you have even 1 finger down, you are a violent extremist, but let's keep going. Support for the overthrow of the United States government. Now this is one that could definitely be applied to Trump for obvious reasons. January 6th. I support it because the United States government is a bourgeois institution that is always going to defend and protect the bourgeois interests. But I guarantee you, the way the government's running now, I don't think this is a very unique stance to have at the moment. Extremism on migration. This is another vague one that I think you could apply to Trump, since he doesn't want migration. That seems pretty extreme to me. I don't believe we should have countries. I definitely don't believe we should have borders. I believe any human being can go anywhere on this planet that they choose. Is that an extreme view? You can decide. I think it is. According to Trump, it would be. That's 1 whole fucking hand. All 5 fingers down. Extremism on race. This is a weird one. Obviously, what they're trying to get at is DEI measures, but this applies to so many people in the Trump administration, like Pete Hegseth, for one. I believe race is a social construct built to keep the bourgeois interest alive, and the science agrees with me, at least on the social construct part. I think DEI measures are put in place to try to ameliorate some of this systemic racism that has been a part of our country since its conception. Now, of course, those are liberal policies, so they're weak, and they've been deteriorating ever since they were put in place. I would take it a lot further. So yeah, I'm probably an extremist. First finger down on the second hand. Extremism on gender. Gender is also a social construct, and a lot of societies pre-colonialism had more than 2 genders. I think gender can be whatever you want it to be. Your gender can be whatever you want it to be. Gender is a social construct. It is made up. But that's for another video. If you want to see it, leave a comment. That's a finger down for me. I'm Spider-Man now. Hostility towards those who hold traditional American views on family. Now there are layers to this one because I want a traditional American family. I'm a straight man. I want a wife and kids someday. But this is specifically about having hostility towards those who have traditional American views on family. So what it means is, do you think people should be allowed to opt out of having a family? Do you think people should be allowed to marry someone of the same sex? Do you think somebody can have a poly family? I could even take it a step further, and this could be asking about whether you think people should be able to have a mixed race family. Don't shoot the messenger, that's just the traditional American view. So I'm gonna say yes, I'm an extremist, because if you are against those things, you're a fucking idiot. Is that hostile enough for me to put a finger down? I think so. 2 left. Hostility towards those who hold traditional American views on religion. Why the fuck did they include this? A lot of the most prominent founding fathers were deist. They believe in God, but not a specific God from a specific religion. So obviously what this is getting at is no Muslims and no atheists. Muslims, atheists, bad. I'm an atheist, I'm an anti-theist, as I said before, so I can probably put a finger down for this one. Although again, I think since the founding fathers made it clear that church and state should be separated, if you are a Christo-fascist, such as the entire Trump administration, you are probably the extremist here. Just throwing that little nugget out there. And then the last one, the vaguest one of all. Hostility towards those who hold traditional American views on morality. Traditionally, Americans believed it was okay to own people. Traditionally, they believed it was okay to kill savages and take their land. Traditionally, they believed it was normal and acceptable and even good to have to drink from a separate water fountain from a black person. There are still people alive today who had picnics at lynchings. There are still people alive today who threw trash and said slurs to Ruby Bridges on her way to school. She was the first black person to go to a desegregated school, and she got a ton of shit for it. And she's still alive. So if that is traditional American morality, then yeah, I'm against that. So that makes all 10 fingers. Oh no, you got me. You got me. Let me know how many fingers you put down in the comments, and leave a like on the video, please. Thank you, fellow extremist. I know that there's not a single person who can go through this list honestly without putting a finger down. We're all extremists.